All right, in an effort to continue to explain how we trade on an intraday basis, if you've seen my watch list videos and wonder, well, what the heck do you do on an intraday basis? I've got a couple examples from today. I think they're pretty good as far as trading education goes. They're good examples, so I'm going to use them. So Tesla, I said, had earnings, and I think it was over, what, 160 in after hours last night. I'm showing you 1 minute candles at the open today. Now, I'm not crazy enough to try to trade Tesla in the opening few minutes, but so it opens at 152, goes to 153, and you could almost say tanks, all right, all the way down to 147. Comes back up, puts in a lower high, comes back up, puts in another lower high, or I should say a higher low and a little bit of a higher high over the last one, but still below the low of the day. So this is where we opened at 153. I'm sorry, excuse me, 152. I got a bad throat here, so bear with me. So if we get through 152, the daily candle, if you can picture it, turns into a green candle from a red candle, right? And then you go 153. If it gets over that, it lights up the new highs ticker, and everybody who shorted this morning thinking Tesla was going to tank, has to cover, right? So when it looked like this is when I said over the microphone, I like Tesla over 150, 150, which is this two candle high. 150, 150, and my worst case stop at 150 even, all right? And look what happens. So there's the entry. Next thing you know, you're lighting up the new highs ticker, and this thing goes all the way up to 163.26. It made an $11.76 move from my idea on about a $1.50 stop. There's an example. I was looking for a little resistance break, knowing I'm a big stacked catalyst guy. You hear me talk about it in videos all the time. Stacked catalysts. So what are the catalysts? One is this will go red to green on the daily candle. A lot of people call red to green through the previous day's close. I call it the daily candle turning green if it gets back through the opening price. So if it gets through 152, I figured that's enough to propel it through a high of day, and that's another catalyst. So worked like a charm. It never came back to the entry. Here's the entry right here. You can picture a line, maybe here at the end of the day or whatever. Well, no, I switched to 5-minute candles now. Anyway, doesn't matter. Day traders, and we're selling into this big move. So that was Tesla. And then something I didn't have on watch, but it had earnings, was WWAV. I didn't even notice it, man. This gave a beautiful reversal down here. I'm a big reversal player, too. I love to play reversal. So when this started climbing, and it kept climbing and kept climbing, I was like, actually, it was right about there. Actually, it looked like this when I started to put it on radar. I said, this is up into some recent highs, and it's come a long way, right? A long way to get there in a very short period of time with almost no pullbacks. So I just called this on a reverse 5 setup, or you could call it a 5-minute sell setup, which right here, it hits the whole number, breaks recent resistance from the last 2 days, but remember how far it had come. So I called this on a 5-minute sell setup, which was, and you kind of had that, I said you kind of had that, almost a shooting star candle, but I don't know, doji or whatever, that candle of indecision. And the short was below this candle at 34.60 with a high of day stop. And it ended up going all the way down to 33.06 at the best, but never came close to the stop. It did have a retest of our entry area. But I mean, even if you just took this and covered down here, you got well over $1 in about 10 minutes. So there's 2 examples of some of the stuff I look for. I didn't make an official call in SEP, but I told everybody this is getting what we call shape into support, just straight down here, and I said I like this at or below 40 for a possible turn back up, and then there it was. And the reason is, if you look at the daily, this at the time was a solid red candle nearing 40, and look at these bottoming tails. Look at these tails below 40. Every time it gets below 40, they scoop it back up. So that was a really nice setup. Again, I didn't make an official call. I just gave the alert around if it gets below 40. It had nice volume down here. Gave a nice little 5-minute buy setup right there. So there's another example. A reversal play, what we call shape into support. All right. So there's another example. All right. I'm going to go wrap up my day here and look for my watch list video to come out later tonight. All right. Talk to you later.